Okay, it should be working now. Here we go. OBS has been giving me a lot of problems, and I've started before the timer finished because I need to figure out a few things. A female coder, hi Matilda, thank you for joining. Eridop96, hi all, welcome. So while we wait for people to join, I'll go ahead and fix the OBS layout that for some reason completely broke with an update. I need to show you. Okay, here it is. This works. Hi, Napitech. Hello, welcome. And then I need to show you an image as well with what we're gonna build today. Which, by the way, Matilda, yes, it's gonna be the stream for the time lapse. It's not gonna be a time lapse stream. We're gonna go through the whole process. So let me add the image so that I can show you what we're gonna build. Should have it somewhere here. Okay, here it is. Here's what we're gonna build today. I think the title is wrong then. Yeah, I didn't have time to change it. Gonna do that as well. Me broken, of course. Something like that is gonna work. Let me change the title. Edit stream info doesn't work now. Do you have an idea why edit stream info is not available? Doesn't it work also when you are already live? Let me see from the app if I can get it to work. Here, live. Okay, it works from here. I'm gonna do it from here. Building. Okay. Software and game development, that breaks, we don't care. This should be good. Okay. Let's see if the title updated. I can see it from here, but hopefully it worked. Okay. Nice, title has changed, awesome. Great, great, great. We are on track. Only thing is I can see the chat properly. Give me just a second. Okay, awesome. Okay, also you should be able to see all screens with Coinbase. This is Coinbase. The Coinbase app, we're gonna try and replicate that. On the emulator, you can see here, it's an Android 12 emulator, as simple as it gets. We're gonna create a new Flutter project and go with that. Thank you, OVTrolla, for following, and thank you to all of those who have followed me before the live stream started. So first of all, I didn't have time to do that before, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the icons here real quick, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Cardano, and Solana icons, so we have them here. I should be able to show you that. Let me see. Actually, first of all, let's create the Flutter project before we get the images, because we're gonna need to import them there anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and create a new Flutter project. It's gonna be an application. You can see this, okay? And then yeah, whatever. Save it on my desktop like so, and we're gonna call it here we go, new Flutter project from scratch. Let's remove all the comments. So we're set with that as well. Regex, go, and reformat code. Done with Ctrl+Shift+I for me, and we're all set. So let me show you the browser. Where is it? Of course, now OBS doesn't find the browser for some reason. Let me try and go ahead and open Chrome instead. This here. Please find it. New tab, Google Chrome. This, and it should be working. Okay. We've got this. Doesn't need to be precise. I just need to get the icons, and that should be it. So we should get, let me see. Okay, the Bitcoin icon, just gonna grab them from Google. So this one should work. Hopefully it's a PNG. This one, yeah. We're gonna save it within the project already. Actually, let me save them in a separate folder first, and then import it within the project. Bitcoin. Here we go. Then what's there? Ethereum. Oswani, yo, welcome. Arianna, welcome as well in the live stream. Just grabbing the images real quick. We're gonna have Ethereum. Then it's gonna be Tether. This looks good. That's what I normally do for pretty much every time lapse you see on Instagram. Betsy, hi, welcome. Then we have Cardano. Okay. Go and save that. And finally, Solana. Account type. Here we go. Let's see. Maybe this one. This one will work. Okay. Done with Chrome. We can remove it. Perfect. So now should go ahead and import the images. Will you be recording this for time lapse, or is this just for Twitch? I'm going to record the time lapse as well. I'm not going to do it right now. because I was actually planning to set up the whole thing, but then OBS got in the way and I didn't have time to do so. So I'm gonna record it separately. What distro are you running? I'm running Arch at the moment. I see Tech Tab. Welcome. So let's import the files here. This should be the folder. Can I import the whole folder? This should work, right? No, it didn't. Nope. Wait. Remove folder from workspace. Let me reopen the project again. Like so. Hit save. Okay. Then let's create the new images folder. And I'm just gonna grab the images and import them. So, okay, should be good to go now. Have you played around with the new Flutter template skeleton? Not really. No, I've just created it once to have a look at it, but I haven't really. I had just a quick glance. I haven't played around with it or anything. Is it good? Have you tried it? I'm curious to know. So we need to specify the assets folder, so we're gonna have images. Okay, that's gonna be mostly it. Let's launch the app and see that everything's works as expected, and we should be good to go. Is Ubuntu better than Arch? What do you think? Ubuntu is a perfect distro for someone who's just starting with Linux and doesn't have the time to customize everything. Arch is really it's a pain to get into. It has some nice features to it, but I wouldn't really recommend it, especially in the beginning. You just had a look at it recently, and I was implementing dark mode for my project. Okay, I think. Yeah, because the skeleton app had already the dark mode feature implemented, right? That was a smart choice. Yeah, that's nice. I also saw that it handled the routing and all that stuff. I don't know. Some things felt a bit strange because I'm used to a different approach. Betsy, you are new to this. Well, good news, we're starting from scratch completely. So that's just a new Flutter project, and we're gonna go through it from scratch. In fact, let me completely remove the homepage here. We don't care. We're gonna leave an homepage widget here, but we're gonna recreate it from scratch. Okay, like so. The theme data, we don't care. The title, we don't care either. Let's keep it like this. Did you answer all the up and up project? Not yet. Not yet. There are a few missing that I still need to email. It's long. It takes time to review. We got like 50 projects. I needed to review them all and answer to everyone. I finished with the reviews. I need to write the emails to everyone who've joined, and it takes a bit. Don't worry, if you have participated, you'll get an email in a bit. I'm really made it a mission to answer every single one of you. So don't worry. For the sake of this, I'm gonna split the view into multiple files, and this is gonna be the home page, and we're gonna have a stateless widget here called homepage. We need to import material. That's what we're gonna work with, and we need to import it here. And now we should have a blank space to work with, basically. The linter is now complaining because it wants a constant constructor that we can give. Okay, now it's basically empty. I want to remove that debug option here, so I'm going to set this to false. From where to start and learn from scratch, it's helpful. There are plenty of courses. There is my guide. If you're looking for something cheaper, you can find it in my link in bio on Instagram. Otherwise, for free, there's some YouTube stuff and the docs. The docs are always a great way. You really like the Angela Hughes course on Udemy. That's one of the best ones. Another one I personally prefer, the way of he's teaching. It's the one by Maximilian Schwarzmüller. But the one from Angela is nice as well. Just a matter of personal preference of how teachers teach, basically. Okay, so we are set, even though this one shouldn't be showing now. And somehow it's still showing. Okay, now it's gone. And let's start with the actual project here. Max is great too, but feel like Angela's is easier for complete beginners. You're probably right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So let's get started with this app. Instead of a container, we're gonna use a scaffold. Give it a background color of gray. I believe a gray 900 is a thing. Okay, gets pretty close. Actually, if I wanna really pick the same color, I've got another program here that tells me exactly what color it is. 12, 13, 15. So if we go like this, this can be const as well. We should have exactly the same color. Hello from Germany. Hallo, mein Freund. Timo the Builder. Hi. Ciao, Cyber Dragon. Okay, so we've got the background color. And we can basically start. We have an app bar here. So what we're going to do is define an actual app bar. Like so. We're going to have a title. That's, in our case, it's going to be a text widget that says trade. Simple as that. This is going to be const as well. Okay. Of course, there are a few things we need to modify here. When creating this time-lapse UI, do you just go by looking and estimating when building your versions of it? Yes. I just try to make it as close as possible as the image I have as a reference. That's all I have. The screenshot I took from my actual phone. That's all. So we need to modify a few things. First of all, the color needs to be the same as the one above. So we have fonts color, the same one. So we need to give it an elevation of 0, so we don't even get the shadow there. And then we want to center the title. So, and it's getting closer already. Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah, thank you. I want to modify the text slightly. So we're gonna have a style here. Maybe let's try playing around with the font size. 16 work nicely as well. Maybe also the font weight, which should be normal. Font weight dot go. Okay, this looks closer to that. Then, still within the up bar, we've got the title, we've centered the title, we need the drawer icon and the bell there. So I believe it has a property called leading, yes, which takes a widget. Okay, so we can pass an icon to it, icons dot menu, something like this. Let's see how it looks. Okay, easy as that. We're gonna have it as a constant widget as well. This doesn't need to change. And then on the, I believe that is called actions. Yes. This takes a list of widgets. That's right. And we're gonna have another icon as well. Icons.bell, something like this. No, notification maybe. Notification important. Okay, close enough. Notification outlined is that thing. So, okay, this looks even better. Still have a const here, and I want to add also some spacing, which this doesn't give by default. So I'm gonna add a width of like 8. Should be nice. Okay, this looks good enough. If I want to add the tree here, I should probably use a stack around the icon. Let's actually go ahead and do that. First of all, I want to wrap with a size box so that I have some space available, which is gonna have an height of actually infinity, I believe, and width of, let's say, 60. That's too much. 60 is definitely too much. Let's try with 40, maybe even 30. Okay, this looks nice. Then we're gonna wrap the icon once again with a stack. You can actually use a column and then convert stack, which at this point can't be const anymore. The error is because it cannot be const widget. Now it's displaying it here. So, and then here we're gonna have aligned on the top right, alignment dot top right here. we're gonna have that small container child. We're gonna have container of width, like, let's try with 10, and height 10 as well. Color is gonna be red, and as a child it's gonna take a centered text, right? Text of like 3. Like so. It's broken. Definitely broken. Let's see how to fix that. So first of all, I wanna stack should have a property called stack fit. So fit, okay, and then we have stack fit dot expand. Okay, this already fixes the icon. Then for the badge, instead of using the align here, I probably want to use the positioned. So let's remove this widget. I can move it. What happens if I have it aligned on the center? Okay. This needs to be definitely bigger. That's too big. 15, like so. Okay, this looks nice, even though it overlaps. That's because the icon should be before the align. Okay. This works, just need to give it to make the container circular, right? So we're gonna go ahead and have a decoration here, box decoration with the color and the border radius. Radius dot circular, and let's pass whatever number here, then 15 there. Okay, and we have it displayed correctly. We just need to move it now up there. Probably giving an infinite height is not a good idea. Let's go with 30, and then let's try to align it to the top right. Once again. Okay, could probably go with something smaller on the height, right? Not sure why this is not working as expected. Let's do it in another way, which is slightly dirtier, but I could give it some padding. Only on the top of like 8. It should work. Okay, that's done. It's not quite the same red, but it's gonna work for the moment. Okay, so actions are done. The app bar is finished. Let's move on to the actual screen. We have a search bar, some filters here, and then the list. Let's go ahead and do the search bar. So within the body, we want to have a column widget with children, and probably, no, actually I don't want to do it for a reason that I'll show you in a moment. Let's go ahead and build the search field. Okay. we're gonna have another stateless widget called search field. Like, okay. This can be a const widget, definitely. Okay, and let's see what this is going to return. This is going to be a container, which is going to take the whole width, and it's going to have an height of like, let's say 60. I'm going to give it a decoration because we're going to need it in a moment, and give it a color of like red, just to see it. Okay, with double dot infinity as well. Okay, this is going to be our search bar eventually. Are you going to upload this on your GitHub? Yes. I'm going to upload it on GitHub as well. Next week, though. Which keyboard are you using? It sounds awesome. This is the Dargod Taurus 320. It's one of the oldest keyboard I have, but I still enjoy getting back to it because of the sound mostly. It really feels and sounds nice. I love this keyboard. So we have this, and we need to add a couple of things. First of all, I want to have some padding, right? So I want to wrap it with some padding. We're gonna have it symmetric of like 16 on the horizontal axis, like so. It shrinks really nicely. And then we have the border. That border, which takes a box border. You know, I don't really ever use borders. I'm not sure. Let's try just look for border and see what comes up. Border.all. Yeah, this looks promising. What does it take? We have color, width, and style. Okay, that's perfect. So for the color, we're gonna have colors.white. Simple as that. And for the width, we're gonna go with like 2. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Let's try with 1. Better. And let's remove the red color here. We won't need it anymore. So what's missing here is that the white is not actually white. It has an opacity of, let's try 50% and see again how it looks. A lot of trial and error here. Okay, looks fairly decent, and it has some kind of border. I don't know if you can see that. I just realized that okay, this is better. Okay. So let's give it some border radius as well. And do it like this, radius of like, let's try with 8. Okay, maybe it's even smaller. Maybe we even go with 4. Yes, this looks better. Blazer, hello, welcome. Fancy meeting you here. Okay, easy from Instagram. Do we know him? I've been here once in a while. Thank you. Welcome. So I'm just realizing that the search bar should be maybe slightly smaller in height. So instead of 60, let's go with 50. This looks better, and then we need to add the actual field. So in order to do that, we're gonna have a row here. Children. The first one is gonna be an icon, icons.search. Okay. Color needs to be white. And we need some, we want to use the padding. Instead of the padding, let's use the flexible widget. I'm gonna go to flexible here. And this should already do the trick. Not now, because we need to add an expanded widget here with its child. Like I'm dev, last time I was here was when the stream kept on crashing. Oh yeah, I remember this. Don't remind me, please. Yeah, there has been some struggles with the lives crashing. And then here we're gonna have. I actually needed to close the live at one point because it was crashing really bad. Hopefully it won't happen anymore. And we have a text field here. Let's see. I actually wasn't expecting this to take, actually not to have, I was expecting it to have some padding here for some reason. Let's try with flexible, pass like flex of 5 and give it at 1 here. Okay, let's do it the old way. Remove this widget. We're gonna leave the expanded here. There. And then we're gonna have a size box here to give a bit of a width. Like so. Don't need to specify constant. Okay, the icon also has the same opacity, which means that this can't be const anymore. I'm a fan of lints in general, but when they get in the way of the live stream, it's not that fun anymore. Okay, and we have the text field, which kind of works, but we need to improve a couple of things. First of all, I want to have some more spacing between the icon and the actual text field. I'm just gonna copy the size box here and here at the end as well. I always wondered how those time lapses are created, so this is how actually, yeah. Although people keep saying that I hit like, you know, I hit delete on the keyboard to do it that quick. No, I actually code everything from scratch every single time. So we have the text field here. We need to pass a controller. It's gonna be the text editing controller, even though not gonna have any state attached to it. This one. Then regarding the border, gonna take the decoration, right? Yes, input decoration like so, and then we're gonna have something like border and then input border none, like so, and we removed the border. Then there is a hint text of search, like so, and then we're gonna have an int style of something. Indent properly again. So the color is going to be colors.white dot with opacity. And it works nicely. Maybe we want to add some more spacing between the two, but this is it. And type, and the text is black. Okay, should be quick fix because style here. Yep. Text style, color, colors.white. Okay, so now if I type, if I type here, text is white. Okay, great. Search field is done. Now, this part here, the filters. I'm just gonna collapse this and go back to here and have const. Let's just call it filters. Yeah, could have this be the whole list as const. Need to specify it for every widget. And then I'm gonna have filters here. What this is going to be, this is actually going to be a row with some children, and the children are going to be a filter that basically takes, it's gonna take a name of like tradable for the first one, and maybe an is active of true, like so. Filter is not a thing yet, so we're gonna create another widget called filter. This is gonna take string name. Name, yes, I called it name, and final pool is active, like so. Now we need to add it to the constructor, so we're gonna have required this.name, and then we're gonna have this dot is active, and by default this is gonna be set to false. So we don't need to specify it every single time. Okay. As always, this can be const. Yeah. Okay, so let's define this widget here now. We have a container. Container is nice. We care about the height because the width is going to be set by the text that it contains. Let's say the height is going to be like 20. As always, we're going to give it a decoration and the color of red, just to have a look at it, and width, like, let's try with 80. Okay, it looks decent. Maybe it needs to be still, since we account for the border as well, I probably want to have it like 30 height instead of 20. Okay, I want to have some spacing here, so we're going to use the size box. Let's stay consistent and use 16 for the size box. What's wrong here? Back to 20, yes. Okay. Then here I want to add some spacing on the left. So I'm going to use width of like 16 as well. So it moves slightly to the right. Okay. We're all set. So now let's keep the color red. Let's set the border to border.all. And the color, if it is active, we want to give it this blue, colors.blue. Actually, we want to give the border if it is active. Otherwise, we don't even care about the border. Well, we can do it with the color. And when it's not active, we'll just pass a transparent color. That would work. Size should be 1 by default. So that should be it. Okay, we have this blue color here. Let's remove the background and let's give it the radius. So we have border radius of, where did it go? Radius circular, and it's always picked up. Okay. Almost finished already. We want to give it a child, center it, center, okay. Text that says name, basically. Okay, now it's black. I'm gonna fix it now. We have style, text style. The color, if it's active, it's gonna be this blue. Colors.blue. Otherwise, it's gonna be colors.white. Simple as that. Okay. It's not really a blue though. Let me see with the program if I can get exactly this color here. 3F74EB. 3F74EB. F74EB. So, and add it here as well. Okay, much better. And you see that when it is active, it also has some kind of background here. I don't know if you can tell it from the stream, but it has a bluish background as well. So we're gonna go ahead and have that too. So we're gonna have a color of the same color, but we're gonna give it an opacity of 50%. That's way too much. Way too much. Okay, maybe even 10%. Okay, this looks exactly like the one on the image. Okay, first one is done. And now it should be just a matter of copying these multiple times. So it's active, we don't need to specify it. And we want to have a watch list here. Save it, and it's there. Of course, the color needs to be there only if is active. So if it's active, we have this. Otherwise, as always, transparent. Like so. Okay, working now. So we can copy these once again. New on Coinbase. All assets and whatever, and so on. Okay, small issue here. That's because we left the width at 80. Still broken. Still broken. Let's fix that. Where is the container? Okay, here. I want to give it some padding as well. So padding, symmetric, horizontal of like 8. If this works. Okay, this works. What happens now is that it breaks if I say copy this and add 3 more. If I add 3 more, you're gonna see these overflows. To fix that, I can wrap this row with another widget that's called, actually even better, I can use a list view, right? Has no, oh yeah, my bad here. The axis called direction, yeah, scroll direction. Will it work now? It's still complaining, I believe. Okay, it broke. That's because it doesn't have a fixed height. Or width. Let me see the debug console. Not showing anything. Okay, here it is. But constraint infinity. So it doesn't have an height constraint. That's pretty easy to fix. We just need to give an height for the filters. So we can wrap it in a size box and set the height to be what did we say for the filter? It was 30, so let's give it 30 as well. This should fix it, hopefully. Try and relaunch. Come on. Let me just relaunch the whole project. Okay, and you can see now it works nicely and scrolls nicely. If I want to add an extra detail here, I can go to the end of the list and add another sized box to make sure that when it scrolls all the way, the assets here are aligned with the border of the search field, just like the tradable is. Okay, that's nice. Let me close this. Okay, nicely. Hi, Twisted Seed, welcome. Welcome. Okay. Here we go, let's keep going. Now there is this list, which is, we're gonna call it crypto, I guess, or whatever. So we have the filters here. We're gonna have some more spacing. And we're gonna have another widget called crypto. Hi, Patty. Thank you for the follow as well. Sorry that the alert is like below the image. Wait, let me fix that. Okay, now for the next ones, should be above everything on the view. Man, I miss working with Flutter. I do as well. It's been a while for myself as well that I've been working on a production project with Flutter. I miss it a bit. Yeah, I do too. So let's go ahead with a stateless widget and call it quick. Count type. Okay. They're all coming from Matilda from the story. Thank you, Matilda, for the story, for bringing people here on the live. Hope you all enjoyed. So we have the cryptos widget here, which is gonna return, guess what? A list view. Yeah. A list view containing all these widgets here. Every single row will be a separate widget. So let's say this is gonna have some children, which is gonna be crypto. Let's call it just crypto item. What is it gonna need? It's gonna need a name, right? Which is gonna be, for the first one, for example, Bitcoin. It's gonna need BTC below. I don't know how that's called, how I could call it, but let's go with description for the moment. We're gonna pass BTC. Then we're gonna have value, which I'm not gonna do through all the formatting and stuff. I'm just gonna pass a string here. So it's gonna be 50,906.8. That's complaining because I should escape the $sign here. And then we should have let's just call it growth, and this is going to be actually, we're going to keep it as double, so minus 6.25. That's because I want to show you something that I have in mind. Okay, so we have our crypto item, or at least an idea of the parameters we're going to need. we're gonna create the actual item. So crypto item, like it's gonna take a string name. It's gonna take a description, which is always a string. Description and value. And the double growth, like so. Fields for parameters. Okay, and these all need to be required. So if I go like this, we have okay. This as always can be const. That's it. Okay, of course now it's breaking because I shouldn't have saved yet. Anyway. I have to do way more minus on the growth. If one Bitcoin is only $50, it's not only $50, it's 50,000. Yeah, you can see I took the screenshot a while ago. I mean, actually in euro, it should be accurate, more or less. It should be around 58, like that. I don't know. I don't watch these every day. But just for the sake of this example, we're gonna keep it like this. Okay. We don't need to do actual trading on this app. Luckily, I would say. Okay, so the actual item. Let's first of all give an expanded here. Actually, let's do it here so that it's clearer. Where is it? Okay, yeah, wrap with okay, so it should display this container. Let's try. Let's give it a width of infinity and an height of like 80. We don't need the decoration. We just need a color just to have a look if the proportions are right. And it doesn't show for some reason. Oh, because it's still hung from before. See, go ahead. I'll refresh this. Okay, now it shows. Okay, nice. So let's try to actually have all the data inside. How do we do it? We would have a row with the icon and then 2 columns. Let's remove the color, child, and this is going to be a row. I'm thinking on how to have that spacing between. Okay, let's go step by step, then figure it out along the way. We need the image first of all. So image.asset, and of course we need to pass an image as well here. So this needs to have final string image path maybe better, and it's going to be required as well. This dot image. Now I can pass the image path as images / bitcoin.png. images, bitcoin.png. Does it work? What's wrong here? Oh, okay. It's called image path. Will it work? Bitcoin.png. That's not loading correctly. Images bitcoin.png should be right. Let's try and give it a width of like not 80. Let's try with 60 and the height of 60 as well. Still nothing. It didn't even remove the color, so that there must be something going on. Okay. Now it works. For some reason, hot reload wasn't working. Okay, this needs to be way smaller than it is now. So let's go 40. Okay, looks nice. I wanna add a sized box, give it some width. Actually, I don't need the sized box here. I could use the padding, which is probably it's nicer. It looks nicer. So instead of doing this, let's go here, maybe below the height, and have some padding, symmetric, horizontal, and 16. This can be constant value. Okay, same result. So we have the icon. We need to add all the data. How do we do it? We have a column here with some children, of course. The main axis alignment is gonna be centered, and the cross-axis alignment is gonna be start, which I don't know if it's the default already, but whatever. So children, we're gonna have text name and text description, like so. Okay, it's there, but it's black. Should probably have defined the default text style, but anyway. Colors dot white. So and then okay. Getting closer. When I have a sized box between the two with an height of, let's say, 8. Here it looks. Getting there. Text style is const, and this one won't be able to be const now because as soon as I add the opacity, this won't be a const widget anymore. What did I miss? Why is the opacity not working? Okay, now it's working. Hot reload, it's playing tricks on me. Not sure why. So let's give some spacing here. $16. Okay. Okay, and then we should have basically another column, just like this one. So I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. with the main difference that the cross-axis alignment is going to be set to M. Here we want to have the value. That's right. And here I want to have the road, which is a double. And which is a double, okay, yes. So I need to interpolate that and add just a percentage sign like so. Should display. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, that's because I should have the column expand, right? Or even better, I could have a spacer. Okay. What I want to do here for the percentage. Chartist, what a nice and valuable stream. Really, really valuable. Thank you. That was the goal. I'm happy you find it valuable. So I see there are 22 people watching it, so I think everyone is enjoying it. I'm happy about that. We're gonna do this every week. I decided I want to do this every week. It's gonna be fun. So what I want to do here for the text style is that if it is a negative value, I want it to be red. If it's a positive, I want to have it green, right? So it should be fairly easy because I can say that if growth is less than 0, shouldn't be an actual error. I want to have color star red, otherwise green. That's why I used the double in the first place. Okay, so you can see now it's red. It's not red the up has. Okay, this is similar. Let's have then green 300 just to be consistent. Okay, and that's basically it for the row. And now it's just a matter of getting this and copying it multiple times. Of course, you wouldn't copy it on a real app where you have a real data going through. You would use a list view builder. But for the sake of this time lapse of this UI or whatever you want to call it, it's gonna be good like this. So we have Ethereum. This is ETH, and the value, which is 3, and 473, 88. Okay, and the loss is 8. And we have another one without writing any special code because we are reusing the same widget basically. So then it's gonna be tether. So USDT value should be close to 1. And then we would have a growth okay. If I save, as always, gets there and it's green, just like we expected. It misses the plus. We're gonna do that too. Cardano here. I believe this is ADA, yes. Then 1.2 and the loss of 8. Okay. Last one. Lano. So this is all. And 9, actually -9, comma 3. Okay. So small detail here, we want to have a plus on the green one. So we could maybe, I mean, the quick solution would be to do something like this. Like so. Otherwise, we want to have a plus growth per stage. This is the quick and dirty solution, and it works. Okay, almost there, almost there. We just need the seal button. Top movers, I won't care for the moment, and the navigation bar. So the seal button should be fairly straightforward, really. This and this, we don't need to have it. Actually, I don't want this to be a list view, right? I want this to be a column, now that I'm thinking about it. Instead of a list view, let's just use a column. Nothing else should change, but it allows me to put the button below it. Otherwise, the button would be off screen. So we have the see all button, whatever. Let's go ahead and create another status widget. See all button. This is gonna be fairly easy because it is just, we just need to give it we just need to give it an height of like 70 or similar. The width is gonna be infinite. It needs some decoration because we need the border. Like 4 maybe. Can't remember the one we used for the search bar. Then we need the border to be border dot all. The color is gonna be, as always, white with opacity. Let's try 0.3, and that should be it, really. Okay. We just need to have some padding around it. Symmetric padding. Horizontal of 60. Like so. Probably 70 is too high. Let's go with 60 instead. And then we're just gonna have the centered CO. Yeah, child center, child text. So yes, we want to give it some style. Color is going to be white. And font weight, sorry, it's going to be I'd say something, yeah, like 500 medium font weight. This can be constant. Okay, maybe it can be slightly bigger. So font size like 60. Okay, this works nicely. Let's add now the navigation bar. For the navigation bar, we can go here in the scaffold. The scaffold's got an up bar property, a body property, and also a bottom navigation bar property. So bottom navigation bar, which takes its items. Finding the icon is gonna probably take a while. So let me collapse this so the code is clearer. Okay, we're here. Like so. And oh, okay. So we have the items. Let's see, bottom navigation bar item. The first one is gonna be a pie diagram or something like this. Icon takes a widget, so we need to pass an icon. Icons dot pie chart outline maybe, and we need to pass label. Yeah, we should pass it. Label of assets. Then we can basically copy it another time and have, let's see if there's something like trade. No. Trade graph, sharp, autograph. I have no clue what these things are, so let's go ahead and try them. So trade, and now if I save, should be able to see the navigation bar. Here it is. Okay, this is not exactly the same, but it will do the job. So let's fix a couple of things. We need the background color fixed. So we need the same color that we used for the this one, right? Should be this one. So try this const. Oh, my bad, dear. Here. Okay. And then we need selected. I can't remember the properties of this because I often active icon, not really. I mostly code my navigation bars from scratch, so I don't really remember the properties where they are. Let's see. Selected item color. Okay. So selected item color, which should be the color we used for this part here, which was the filter. This one. Really happy here as well. and save. Okay, it changed slightly. Then we have assets. Of course, I need to. Why is trade not showing now? Don't need to specify the unselected item color. Const color start. Okay. We can go ahead and add the pay and for you. Is pay and then icons dot. I have no clue what that is. Let's just use a star. Okay. Like so. What's wrong with this now? I don't know why it's showing white now, the background. The API for the bottom navigation bar is kind of broken, really. This has no reason at all. This has no reason at all. I don't know why that would work, really. Okay, but we have everything working. We should have an option to always show the labels. Background color, fixed color. Show unselected labels. Show unselected labels true. Okay. And this works. We just need to add the last one here. Thank you, Banaya, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, items here takes a list of bottom navigation bar item. So let's see the bottom navigation bar item widget. Can we extend it? I believe we can extend it. If I pass, I can pass to the icon a generic widget, right? So I should be able to do it. You only hear me from the left side of your headset. Damn, you're right. You're right. I see it in my filter here as well. Why is that? Give me a second. Let me see if I can fix that. Advanced audio properties. Tracks. It should all be okay from my side, but I can see on the mixer as well that it's only on the left for some reason. Yeah, it's happening for everyone, I believe. It's because of the OBS settings. I had some issues with OBS. I needed to pretty much reinstall everything, and something broke in the meantime. I will need to double check on that really, because at the moment I don't know how to fix that. I thought my earpods battery is draining. No, it's not. It's not the earpods. It's my fault, guys. My fault. Don't know how to fix it. I don't know. I need to look into that after the live, so bear with me for this one. It's gonna be like this, I guess. Because it looks, all the properties look good to me. Anyway, let's finish this, and then I will check that after the live. We are missing this button here, and then it's gonna be it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's create an bottom navigation bar item here, another one. And the icon can take really any widget. So we can specify a container, for example, and do whatever we want with it. Why is it complaining? Evaluation of constant expression throws an error. Const here, const here. And the other one. Okay. No problem, bro. Keep going. I can remove the right AirPod. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it like this for this time. So we want to have a container. Let's give it an height of like 60 and a width of 60 as well. So okay, oops, that's complaining because I haven't set title. Moment title, not title, I need a label. Label, default or whatever. Actually, I could use can I use an empty string here? Will it complain? No, it works. Okay. So we're gonna need the decoration here, specifically a box decoration with the color we set before, which is OX. It's the active color. This one. No, this is the background color. Yeah, this one. So, okay, and we need a border radius, a full border radius, like this. Nice. We've got this. It can be, needs to be smaller than that. Let's try 50. Still too big. 40. Okay. Better. And then we need the child, which is just going to be the center type. Icon dot arrows, something like that. Maybe something like this. Double arrow. No, not quite. Let's try and find a better icon. I don't know if there is actually. Compare arrows, maybe. Oh yes, that's pretty close. We want to have the icon color to be the background color here. So we'll have color const this one. And that's done. This does be specific task. Okay, and that's basically it for this time lapse. We've implemented all of this similar to the Coinbase app. The icons are not exactly the same ones, but gets pretty close. And this is how I pretty much every Friday record the time lapse that you see on my Instagram. I'm gonna hang out for a bit still, and then yeah, it was fun. Hope it was interesting for you as well. So fun to see how you create this. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy that it's. I believe it can be really valuable, especially for someone starting out and figuring out how stuff works in Flutter. It can bring a lot of value to actually build real layout from scratch, even though there's no logic involved, of course. Otherwise, it would take months, not 1 hour to build. But yeah, it's fun. It's nice. I'm sorry for the audio, that for some reason it's not set to stereo, even though it looks like it in the settings. Monitoring device. I have no clue how that could have happened, really. Listen on speakers, so far for me. Yeah, okay. You still should listen from one speaker only, but you probably won't notice it if you don't wear headphones. So that's positive. I hope most of you listened from speakers and not from earphones. Okay, so I hope you've all enjoyed it. The time lapse is gonna be out, of course, tomorrow on Instagram. Why don't you plan a live streaming continuing this session and integrate responsiveness and adaptive layout approach? I don't know. Would it be something that you'd enjoy, really? Because that kind of things become boring quickly with the responsiveness. Especially, you just need to go there and write a bunch of boilerplate code and adapt all that stuff with layout builder. I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit boring. So I can develop backend for this app, so we might create complete app for this. Oh, okay. That might take a while. Even the front end here is just hard coded. There's no data. By the way, it was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully you have learned a thing or two as well. It's basically a nice exercise for me to to keep going my Flutter skills here, and it's fun for you to watch, I believe, and to learn how things are, how interfaces are built in Flutter. All this rows stuff. I remember one thing I struggled with at the beginning is I wanted the rows. I didn't want to give padding to the rows because I wanted the stuff to just move out of the screen. And eventually I figured that you would use a size box here at the start of the row. And you can take with you all these small details and all this stuff, and I'm happy to have these streams. And it was you were all interested as well, because there were many viewers. You interacted a lot, so this makes me understand that you actually enjoyed it, and I'm happy about that. Okay, folks, so take care. I'll see you tomorrow again on Instagram. There's probably not gonna be a post today because there's a bunch of stuff I need to do still, and I don't know if I have enough time to do a post as well. But for sure, I'll see you tomorrow with this UI in a form of the time lapse. So take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next week here live to do another time lapse session. Bye bye. Enjoy yourself.